What you won't do for love.
Sing it, baby.
You tried every day,
But you won't.
But you don't give up.
Oh. That's a good song.
That's all I got, y'all.
Yes. All right.
That's all I got.
Oh, that's how you start in 2018? On some weak pussy shit? No walls, half an ass? Then so be it. What up, y'all? This is Still Diverted. Today is Friday, January 5th.
Welcome, beautiful people. I'm Ken.
I'm Malcolm. And here we are. It is time for one of my favorite episodes of the year. The one episode where we don't really have to do any work, but still have to do a lot of fucking work. So this is the best of 2017. I know it's 2018, but what better way to start the new year than still living in the last year? Because that's me, always reflecting, always being like, damn, what if I would have did this? What if I would have texted him something different? It don't matter now. It's a new year.
Nigga, that's bad.
I know, but that's me. That's 2018. I'm stepping into my truth, my honesty, and that's who I am. All right, so we're going to go through some of our favorite clips, some of our funniest clips, some of the clips that really struck home to us last year, and the ones that we're still thinking about.
Enjoy.
Yes, let's start it. It's Still Diverted. The best of!
So today
is January 5th. Do you know what today is?
January 5th.
Yes.
January 5th. Nadi's birthday passed. I don't know.
Okay, so in a very selfish thing, it is actually 5 months to my 25th birthday. Bitch, what?
25.
And I know, right?
Bitch, how'd you turn 25?
Because I've been popping this pussy severely, popping it all my life long. And it's actually 1 month to your baby's birthday.
Hey, Papa.
Yes. Is it going to be 4?
My fucking son, bro, is turning 4 years old.
In exactly 30 days or 31 days, however many days it is.
I'm going to have a 4-year-old, my nigga. Like,
you are.
What y'all doing?
What are you on? Like, what were you doing in 2017? Not raising a 3-year-old, but I was.
I was just thinking back, like, yo, as a mom or a parent in general, like, every single year is different. Like, you're going to be raising a 5-year-old one year.
Every day is different.
You're going to be raising a 6-year-old. Then you're going to raise a 12-year-old. Like, every year is different. It's a new person.
And then one day you're going to be raising an 18-year-old. And you're like, I hate you, bitch. And you're going to have to kill your child.
I thought that happens at, like, 14.
Please. First of all, it's never going to happen in this household.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
The loins of mine, who will never be able to be like, I hate you, my nigga. Oh. You hate me? Okay.
Cool. That's when you become a petty bitch.
Cool.
Say no more. Me? Dobby.
Oh, you got to buy books for this semester? Cool.
Better join the SEEK program, bitch.
Because I'm surely coming to homecoming to embarrass your ass. Like, I go here. I'm Morehouse class of 2055.
Tried it.
So we're going to get into some of our favorite clips, some of our favorite moments. So we're going to jump right into it. Let's not waste any time. No. So this first clip comes from the episode Forgettable Features. It is about my friend Sydney. No, not my best friend Sydney, but now my new friend Sydney, who was having a fantabulous party down in Atlanta for, I think, her 27th birthday. Actually, I'm wearing this hat in this clip, funny enough. But she's having a fantabulous birthday party. She's having what was, the ATL Orgy. So, let's get into it. Are you getting ready to leave? Where are you going?
I gotta go.
Well, let me just get my bag of Viola Davidson out of here. So, there's a party happening in Atlanta, and apparently we're all invited. So, I'm very excited. So, shout out to Sydney, not my friend Sydney. Right. Some woman named Sydney in Atlanta who is turning 27 years old next weekend. Mm-hmm. And I'm so happy for her. And she's having a big orgy, and we're all invited. So, you going to wear this, or you going to spruce it up a little bit?
This all sounds wrong. Continue.
So let me give you the rules. Because Sydney said, y'all bitch not going to come in here and fuck up my party. There are rules, and you're going to comply to these rules. So nobody is obligated to do anything they don't want to do, which is great. So if you just want to go and be a voyeur, you can just go watch. You get some techniques, you get some tips. Because, porno is great, but sometimes you need to see things live. You need a live demonstration like Costco. So here for that.
Jesus.
It's a slumber party, and this is pulled directly from the flyer. So she says it's a slumber party where you can drink, dance, fuck, pass out, and sleep in late. It sounds like my kind of party. I get to dance, have sex, and sleep in late. Because I get up early like every day. Anyway, so back to the orgy. So we can sleep in as late as we want. So there's a timeline, you all. So we can't just be showing up, all willy-nilly any time of the night. It's not the cookout. There's an itinerary.
Why?
Doors open at 8 p.m. So at 8 p.m. there will be a pre-ratchet party, because the real party is the orgy, child. So it'll be a pre-ratchet party with twerking. They'll have music from Future and 21 Savage. So if a good place will get you somewhere, that's that. Dinner is at 10. Now, Sydney did not post what's going to be on the menu, which is really annoying because I might just want to eat before I come, because what if she don't have good shit there, But it's Atlanta, so I'm sure the food will be good. Party starts at midnight. Shh. I'm giving out instructions. Now, don't email me next Friday asking me about this again. So the party starts at midnight. And by midnight, I'd be tired. Because if I've been someplace, it's 8 o'clock. By the time, listen, I'm going to be in bed by 12:20. By the time I bust a nut and I'm going to roll over and go to sleep. Like, I done danced the Future. I done twerked on the bar. Like, I've done a whole lot. I done had dinner, so now I'm full. I'm going to get the itis. I'm going to splash off one good time, and I'm going to bed. So, I don't know how people are going to be
How old is she turning?
27.
27?
27, yep.
Why do we know about this party? How do we know about this party?
Because it was trending on Twitter. And it was hashtag ATL Orgy. So all the girls are going. If you want to go, just let me know. You said you haven't seen penis in a long time. I can make this happen for you. Let me be your Iyanla. Let me fix your life.
Can we be rational here?
So the next morning.
Oh, boy.
It's morning.
Oh,
and we've
danced the
danced.
night
Oh, right?
away.
Well, this time we've danced the night away.
Oh.
So the next morning, we're going to recap the night. And then head out later in the afternoon. So you don't gotta wake up too early. I guess later in the afternoon is like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. She says bring a sleeping bag or a blanket or a pillow because there won't be a lot of beds, but we can still make this happen. And then she also says at the end of the flyer, you can fuck anywhere you like. So some areas will be off limits, but you'll learn that upon arrival. So get ready to fuck wherever you feel like it.
Can we be rational
I think we're done.
Please.
One more thing. The pricing of the tickets, because it's a price. It's $99 for single women. I guess that's a Women's History Month special. I don't really know. But $99 for women. It is $175 for couples and $175 for single men. Now, this is discrimination. This is ridiculous.
How do you know somebody's single? How do you know
Well, if
somebody's
you show up by yourself, I guess you're a single woman. So we should you could go by yourself. Woman. But if you were a guy and you're going to go with your other friend, I would just go as a couple. And we just pay $175 for the both of us. Rather than I pay $175 and you pay $175.
Just so we could party with people and fuck them?
Yes, girl. You can fuck as long as you want.
You would not.
To the wee hours of the morning.
Why are you talking about this? You would never do this.
You don't know my life.
You would never do this.
You don't know me.
27 years old, going into a party. Let's think. 27-year-old, you get invited to a party, right?
Yeah.
You wear something really skanky, nice and slutty. Great.
You can really just wear sweats because you're going to get naked as soon as you walk in the party. Do you want to see the flyer for the party?
I kind of don't.
Okay.
I'll
show you after. YouTube won't allow me to show it because it's very graphic.
Yeah, it's
So it's two people. Two men standing up.
It's ridiculous.
With their soft penises. And there's a woman laying down in between them with her breast out. And she's posing like this, like she's on Top Model. And I said, girl, you better do it.
So if I just want to go into the bar...
It's not a bar. It's probably going to be like a house somewhere. Like a mansion. It's not a mansion, but like a house somewhere.
And I just go and talk to somebody and then...
Well, first you pay your $99. Is that what it is? First you pay your $99. And then you get the address 48 hours before the party. So the party's on Saturday, so you would get it probably like Thursday afternoon-ish. And then, yeah. Well, if you're going to be at ATL Orgy, let us know. Please Periscope, take lots of Snapchats. I would love to see what's happening in there. I won't be there, not because I don't want to go, because I feel like, and people are going to try to call you all whores and call you all STD-ridden. I don't think that of any of you girls. None of you. I was just
or boys.
Girls is universal in my world. You haven't known me long enough. Everybody's girl. So, girl.
You see this body language? That means I can't take it. I can't do this.
Yeah, so
Who is doing this? Nobody's doing this. This is all fake news.
It's sold out. It's sold out twice already.
What? For this one girl's birthday party?
They moved it to a bigger venue. It's very real.
And she's inviting everybody?
So my Instagram is _Hey Malcolm. Please send me all the DMs. I want to see all the videos.
This hasn't processed. I'm sorry.
I want to see.
Hasn't processed.
You ever seen The Skinny? You probably haven't. It's a gay movie. But there's this movie called The Skinny. And in the movie,
why would I have seen it?
Because you don't care about gay lives matter.
What?
So there's this part in the movie where Jesse Smollett is in it. Jesse Smollett and then Dustin from the Friend Zone from the podcast. Dustin goes to the sex party. And then Jussie Smollett finds out, and his friend goes to follow him in the sex party. Mm-hmm. It's a crazy scene. Oh, it's a lot going on.
Do they have sex?
Everybody's having sex. Everybody's just swapping all kinds of STDs and
Would
STIs.
you ever have a threesome?
All right, well that's the end of this week's show. Thanks for watching.
That is so fake.
You can subscribe right here on the channel.
They want to know.
You
have a threesome, so you be like, and you be like,
Follow her at DJ Malcolm. You can follow me at _ Malcolm.
Tell the kids
To subscribe to Still Diverted, which airs every Friday right here on Still Diverted.
That was great.
All right, so
Would you have a threesome? Are you serious?
next week on Still Diverted,
Oh, give me a fucking break.
I'll be going on Still Diverted live. I'll be going live from the page, so make sure you stay subscried here.
You probably already
special.
had a threesome.
Me? Actually, I have not. I haven't. So I haven't, whatever you did in that fucking clip has not happened because I'm saved.
I'm saying.
Like Left Eye, and what video was that? Was that Waterfalls? And she's doing
Yes,
like this?
yes.
I'm Left Eye in
She looks
Waterfalls.
really peaceful doing that. But
She
yeah,
did.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll be in. Moving
All right,
on.
let's move on. So the next clip.
Okay, so Lauren London was being ridiculed earlier this year because of her weight gain. And she's known as the beautiful girl, and she still is a beautiful woman. But after she gave birth, she was seen on courtside with her now ex-fiance, I
Yeah, they
assume.
broke up.
Yeah, just on courtside, but she was looking heavier than usual. And a lot of people
Nice
had...
and plump and juicy.
Right, a lot of people had a lot to say about it. But it was like, we were like, who the fuck are you?
I listen, I'm here for a big gut. Not saying she has a big gut, but I love me a big gut. In the words of Kia from Getting Grown, she said, I love Texas. That's what it make big back niggas. I said, okay.
Big back niggas.
Like,
Okay.
and you know, when you hear that, you know
Right,
exactly what
exactly.
you mean. You're like, Southern, grown. That's why I went to Atlanta to get married. Yeah.
Check out the clip.
Lauren London, she
Yeah.
had gained weight, I guess, in the last couple of months, couple of weeks. And the internet is really going off. So this picture came up of her and her husband, Nipsey Hussle. For those who don't know, they've been
It's
married
a basketball game.
since 2013. And they were at a basketball game. And you see Lauren London, her face, her arms. They seem to have gotten a bit bigger. And people just really start to body shame.
Attack her,
OD.
yeah.
And I think they're doing this mostly because at one point she was the it girl. She
Yeah.
was the guy, the girl that everybody loved.
That every guy loved,
Face,
yeah.
skin,
We
hair.
all love, everybody wanted to be Nunu or
Everybody
Jake
wanted to be
Nunu.
Nunu. So it's just like,
Yeah.
you have this girl who is like amazing in high school and then she gets out and now she's fat.
Now you a dub. Everything you're doing is a dub. So she released a statement on Instagram to clap back at the haters. She says,
Right.
I've been getting compliments on my looks for years. I never let it gas me because I knew the enduring value in all things is internal. When I decided to have my son, I knew the internet would be cruel. I knew the casting directors would consider me out of commission for at least a year. I knew my body would change, but I did not let fear of those things affect me to the point of going against my spirit. I asked myself, would you rather be at conflict with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at conflict with the world?
Right.
I chose the latter. At that moment, I was ready for whatever it came with. This little weight will get worked off, and who I am will be uncompromised. Win, no. Win? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but then
It's like win-win, no?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then she signed it, LL the Great. And then Little Duval was like, I thought this was LL Cool J though. Because he's a dumbass. But yeah, so...
Boogie, y'all.
Right, so first the fact that Lauren is 5'2",
Yes.
which means nothing, but, you know, in the world of, like, weight gain, like, you know, the shorter you are, if you put on 3 pounds, like, you know, it's visible. Like, yeah, obviously, like, the taller you are, you know, the more it stretches out, whatever. And then she just had a baby, like, a year ago, if that long ago. So I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And I don't know why people feel so, like... And I was going to say on the internet, but just in general, people feel so comfortable commenting on people's weights.
Right.
And as someone that used to be bigger, I'm just like, this is not your place, boo-boo. Like, if I didn't ask you if I've gained 10 pounds, don't tell me I've gained 10 pounds. Now, if it's one thing, if you're really if you told me, like, oh, Malcolm, you know, you're gaining, like, first of all, if I'm gaining some weight, I know I'm gaining fucking weight. Like, we all have mirrors. We all go on Snapchat. Like, nobody's confused about how they're looking. But I'm just like, if your weight gain is now affecting your health, then that's one thing when I could be at least more understanding and more accepting of just like, you know, like, have you been to the doctor recently? Like, I'm not trying to be shady, but you know, you're getting up there. That I can get. But for this woman that just gained merely 10, 20, even if it's 30 pounds, from having a baby.
She's 32.
32.
She has a baby. She has a whole entire husband. So she has a family going on, and she's still working with her career. And I think a lot of women in their 30s are gaining this weight. Their metabolism is slowing down. It's just how our bodies work. Whether we're super fertile, or our breasts get bigger, or our hips start to expand, it's just a part of our bodies. It's just how it works. So I think the real reason why people are just antagonizing her is because she used to be this, or she still is this beautiful girl, but now that she has added this fat to her, I guess, people just don't know how to act, and they just want to be rude, and they want to be mean, and it's like,
because I mean, and I, not to say I get that, but I get like it's the whole like it's the internet, you know, everybody trying to make it on the shade room for a clap back. Yeah, I get it. I get what you girls are doing. Like, everybody's just trying. Everybody's just trying to have a moment. Fine, have your moment, but I'm just like, when you actually come for people like that. Like, that shit hurts. Like, even as somebody that I guess, you know, is like now, like, I guess on the other side of weight loss. And I hate when people say things like that because, you know, weight is a spectrum, just like sexuality. But it's just like, you could gain 30 pounds tomorrow, girl. Like, you know, just because you're skinny, like, just because you're skinny, it doesn't mean you're healthy. And it doesn't mean, like, you know, like it's just dumb. And, like, somebody said this to me the other day. And because they're my friend, I'm not going to put them completely on blast like that. But somebody was like, we were talking about, like, going to the gym or whatever. And, he was like, oh, like, how come you, like, do you, like, work out or whatever? And I was like, no, my body is fine. Like, you know, like, my doctor says I'm good. Like, my body says I'm good. Like, you know, I'm not 3,000 pounds. Like, I don't need, like, I mean, we don't need to work out. But, like, I don't need to work out. Like, it's not like I'm, like, in a situation right now where I'm just, like, you know, one more breath and, you know, conked out on the floor. But I'm just, like, so because I brought up about weight, so he was like, oh, so if you gain, like, you know, 20 pounds, can I tell you to go to the gym then? I was like, you can never tell anybody to go to the gym because that's just not how that works. Like, I don't know why people feel so comfortable about discussing weight. And I get it, like, you know, weight is obviously not a thing. Like, you know, it's something that is, like, you know, that you don't technically have to own. So, like, you can lose weight, you can gain weight. Like, weight is not something that you ideally have to have your whole life, which is why I think a lot of people feel comfortable joking about it because it's just like, oh, well, you can just lose weight. Like, you know, you don't have to be fat. Like, you have to be black. You have to be a woman. But you don't have to, like, be, like...
And another thing, if you are experiencing a time with your partner, your friend, your relative, and you see that they're eating certain things or they're going through certain habits, how about you break them now before they gain all that weight? I see Malcolm does it to me all the time. If I put too much sugar in my tea, he'll be like, yo, that's too much sugar.
I haven't done that in a long time, no.
Yeah, but I know you enough.
Because you changed the game, but this girl used to be crazy, y'all. And it wasn't even for, like, a weight thing. It was, like, a health thing. I was like, girl, like...
But right, and I think that a lot of people don't even do that. They wait until the person gets fat, or they wait until they become obese, or they wait until they have diabetes, and they're like... You should eat more salad, or you should put, you know, some vinegar on your greens, or whatever the case might be, or more pineapples. It cuts the fat.
It's like some racial ass shit.
But bitch,
put vinegar on my collard greens. What the fuck raised you? Like,
but where were you 2 years ago when I was like, with the honey bun?
Right, with the honey bun, right?
No, you weren't there?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Right.
So,
but you wasn't with me eating in the gym.
Hello.
Because I wasn't at the gym.
Exactly.
I was at Red Rooster.
So don't come for sis now. Don't try to come for sis now.
Yeah, exactly. And she had a fucking baby, y'all. Like, quiet the fuck down. Anyway, let's move on. All right, so from one...
Not everybody can be Tiana.
From a bunch of... No, for real, right?
Yeah, that was definitely just the gist of it. And I still stand by that. If you have friends or family members or just, like, close coworkers you see picking up bad eating habits or things that are really unhealthy...
Leave us alone, because we're stressed. Working all these motherfucking white people all the goddamn time. Raise my blood pressure. Yeah, I want to raise my blood pressure some more on my lunch break. Let's go to BBQs and get me all the wings. And if they have mac and cheese, I'd be ordering that shit too, because y'all drive me crazy. I eat the worst when I'm at work. You have no idea. I'd be at work like I should get a margarita right now. I was at work yesterday, like, I could go for a midday margarita. You have no idea.
Listen, all I'm saying is that if you see them do it and you don't check them in the first place, don't try to be under their skin when they get diabetes.
Okay, I know that's right. And in the words of Tyra,
kiss my fat ass.
That was a very big clip. People don't really post it like this. It's not gift enough, but that was a big moment.
It was. It was, especially because she really felt empowered at that moment.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, can you blame the girl? She was pissed. That girl was angry.
She was super emotional.
She was angry. You could see the tears about to like escape.
Yeah, right. But she was holding it in. But she turned real red.
She did. Yeah.
Yellow bone. Anyway.
All right, let's move on. So this next clip comes from the episode Shade on Shade. I'm going to mention every title of every episode because I spent a lot of time creating them. Because honestly, sometimes the show just be finished and I'd be like, I can't think of a title for this.
Right.
And it would literally sit like just in the YouTube window, like uploaded 100%, click publish to post, and I'd be
Bitch,
like,
where's your
I don't have a
title?
title. I don't have a title. So this one was specially crafted because that was the week Shea Moisture tried their life, and the week Aretha Franklin tried Dionne Warwick. So Dionne Warwick ran into Aretha Franklin at the Tribeca Film Festival. Tribeca! And she had some choice words for her. She had some choice words for her. They exchanged those words, and then Aretha Franklin decided to fire up her fax and fax the Associated Press, and we all got to read it. So let's get into it. All right, so let's get into some old lady shade. First of all, you know I love shade. You know we love shade around here, and I love old lady shade. But this is shade that you either get at like family reunions or like after church service. And because I don't go to church service, because I don't go to church, I don't really get to embrace. Like I don't get to experience this a lot. So this story is delightful. So Aretha Franklin and Dionne Warwick. So apparently the two have been beefing for quite some time. I didn't even know this. I knew Patty and Aretha Franklin had some long time beef.
Yeah,
but we can get back to that a little later. So apparently Aretha Franklin missed Whitney Houston's funeral. So let's take it back to 2012.
Really?
Yeah, so Aretha Franklin had a show at Radio City, I think the night before, like a couple of days before, and she had like some leg problems that she was dealing with, so she wasn't able to make it to the funeral.
Okay.
This was all very clear when we watched the funeral on CNN. We all knew Aretha Franklin was not going to be there.
Okay.
So, fast forward, apparently Dionne Warwick had made some shady comment about Aretha Franklin not coming to the funeral. Now, I didn't even know about these comments, tried to look them up, could not find them. So I don't know if she said them in like a group text or like a group fax or wherever she said it at.
A group fax.
But,
a group telegram.
Right.
Two birds in the sky.
Don't know how.
Double it up.
Exactly. So, yeah, so this was like 5 years ago. Yeah. So Aretha recently sent out a fax. Yes, a fax, like when you type in the phone number and put the fucking paper in the machine, right? And send it out like DSL. So she said, Dionne...
Dick sucking lips. You remember in high school?
Yeah, that was middle school for me, so you know.
Why do you remember that stuff?
Why do you remember that stuff? Because I didn't bring it up.
So, continue.
So Aretha sent out a fax to the Associated Press, and she said, she blatantly lied on me. That's how Aretha Franklin talks.
No, she does not.
Yes, she does.
Okay, continue.
She said she blatantly lied on me, fully well knowing what she was doing. I wrote that verbatim because I just want y'all to know how she wrote it. No shade, just saying. So, like I said, so she sent the fax to the Associated Press. So this all reignited because Aretha saw Dionne Warwick at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Oh, which happened earlier this month.
Yes, and pulled up on Ree being real fake, talking about, hey, Ree girl, how you been? And Aretha Franklin basically was like, bitch, back it up. Piggyback your ass up with that fake energy. So she said, Dionne Warwick says, hey girl, give me a hug. And then Aretha Franklin says, oh, hell no, you couldn't be serious. We've never been friends. I don't think that Dionne has ever liked me. Now, she said that later on, but, you know, in a nutshell, that was the story. So Dionne Warwick's response to this was that she wouldn't dignify this with the response. And, yeah.
What you want?
All right. Yeah, so...
Listen.
First of all, I just love old lady shade. The fact... She said the facts. She said the facts. She said... She plugged up...
Who did she send the facts to?
Associated Press. Which is just, if you're not familiar, Associated Press is like, you know...
She sent it to AP, y'all.
Associated Press is, what is that woman's name from In Living Color, where she hangs out the window? She's like, I ain't want to gossip, but you ain't heard it from me.
One of the Waynes.
That's Associated Press. Like, Associated Press is like the end all and be all when it comes to news. Like, if you want to up TMZ, go to AP. Because everybody gets their news from AP.
It's like 10 Wins, but
higher.
Yeah.
10 Wins gets their news from AP.
Exactly.
That's how real it is. So yeah,
it's really old.
I love this story. I just love it.
It sounds very real, and I think
Dionne... Oh yeah, most definitely.
Why are all Sagittarius mad fucking shady?
It's not true.
All Sagittarius...
It's not true. My best friend's a Sag. My mother's a Sag. They're not shady.
They'll be the first ones to be like, hey girl, how you...
That bitch.
No, I cannot stand that hoe. So I already know Dionne was in Aretha's face like, backstage, bring it in. It's been so long.
And Aretha was like, they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Backstabbers. But yeah.
Backstabbers.
But,
that's my shit.
Right?
But yeah, totally.
So also like little tea or little, you know, sugar that can be sprinkled throughout this tea story.
Uh-huh.
So a couple years ago, Sissy Houston went on to BLS, talk to Shayla. Hey, Shayla. And Sissy actually, because allegedly Aretha Franklin was Whitney Houston's godmother.
Okay.
So in the clip, Aretha
in the clip.
So Shayla's like, oh yeah, so today's Aretha's birthday. Happy birthday. And Sissy's like, yeah, happy birthday. So then, but if you don't know Shayla, go look at the clip. But Shayla just has she just has great personality. Yeah. So she's like, just driving an interview. So she's like, I know that Aretha was Whitney's godmother, and Cissy Houston's like, well, she wasn't really her godmother, but we were always friends,
and this is how Cissy behaves.
Oh yeah,
on a daily basis.
Yeah,
during her interviews, she's very like
little, like a family friend, but it wasn't really her godmother, but and I was just like, okay, sis.
Thought we ain't.
Fast forward a couple years later, Cissy Houston is singing behind Aretha Franklin on, I think it's Late Night with Letterman. I think it was a Letterman show, and I think Aretha Franklin forgot the words. She was singing "Rolling the Deep," so Aretha Franklin forgets the words. By Adele. Yes, look it up, girl. It's iconic.
Why is she doing a cover?
So she's singing whatever song. I don't know if that's the one she messed up, but she sang 2 songs. But she this Cissy Houston standing behind her, and like Cissy Houston just rolled her eyes the whole time.
Ow.
The whole time.
My tooth hurts. She's just so bad. Pop up was the tooth blue. That is so funny. I can only imagine Cissy's face.
Lots of old lady shade. And then one more thing. So this all culminates to Aretha Franklin is super shady and she needs to be watched. You gotta watch her because there was a presidential thing or something happened at the White House a couple years ago, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and Patti LaBelle is in the crowd. Actually, this might have been more recently, but anyway, Patti LaBelle is in the crowd, and Aretha Franklin's walking through and she's shaking hands and high-fiving people, and she gets up to Patti. Let's say you, Patti, give me your hand. And she goes to do like this, and Aretha's like, yo, look up the clip. There are receipts. Aretha Franklin is shady as hell.
She wants some respect, y'all. She do not play that shit. Shout out to Aretha Franklin.
Remember that time she fought Diana Ross at Motown?
What?
No, I just made that up.
Moving on. To some real shit that's getting down.
You know what? Clips like this just make me so happy. Like, it's so fun to see, Nick, well, not fun, but I appreciate seeing, the young, like Chris Brown and Soulja Boy argue on Twitter, and Nicki and Remy and whoever. But these old dolls, still coming at each other, bitch, I'll meet you in the parking lot. I'm like, I am here for it. Let's get that on World Star. I want to see it.
I'm here for this.
Yes. All right, moving on. Next clip.
So back in this, I want to say the summertime, between May or June, May, July is when the Trump administration started cracking down on immigrants and criminals, right? But then it started to affect the Dreamers, and the Dreamers are immigrants who are also students in the United States, and they are in college, and they get the opportunity to go to college for free and stay in this country during the time that they get their education. And I think when they graduate, they just move on to doing bigger and better things. And we just feel like we had to expand on that because we knew people who were in this situation, and it was definitely something that I was like, we got to talk about. So here's the clip.
Past week, word came out from your favorite friends at Congress. That feels like that should be like a segment on PBS.
Your favorite friends at Congress.
It's just the bullshit of America this week. So it was announced that you're gonna pitch that to PBS.
I am.
So it was announced that DACA is actually going to be reversed now. If you're not familiar with DACA stands for, let me look at
Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival.
Thank you very much. So
I've been seeing so much on Twitter and Instagram. It's wild because you know somebody who's in DACA. I know some. It's a lot of people out there who look like us, and it's just what the fuck.
So pretty much the way this whole thing works is that it was an immigration, protection program that was put in place by President Obama. Excuse me. Oh my God. Shout out to healthcare. We just need to fix everything in this country. So it was a program put into place by President Obama, and the point of it was to allow children of immigrants that were brought to America after their birth to pretty much have work permits and protection laws and all this other stuff. So ideally, let's say I have young Kenya, and I bring her here at the age of 2 from Jamaica, and I don't have any papers. But, I come to America, I get in, whatever.
I get in.
I know, it makes like the club. Right? We got in, niggas, lit! That might
Hey,
be,
Jessica!
no, that might be real though. For some people,
I
that
came
was
from
like,
Mexico. What's
no,
up?
legit. For some immigrants, like you got in, like it's probably like a real feat. Anyway, moving on. So pretty much, this is supposed to like protect them and keep them in America, allow them to get work permits, and all that other good stuff. So
yeah, the mission with DACA, I feel like, is that these people who are immigrants or illegal immigrants or undocumented, whatever you want to call them, that weren't born in the United States, they get this opportunity to just like focus on work and focus on college. Like from the jump, they like get into it when they're like teenagers, and they're just like, okay, so this is going to be my path for the next 7 years, and it's going to involve opportunities and resources and tools that I couldn't get without this program being an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, so a lot more of important facts that we're going to put in the description, but I want to just say that the main goal of this is to You okay?
My back. My back is very.
The main goal is to pretty much send these people back, quote unquote, to whatever country they've come from. My whole thing is, if you've been here since the age of 2 years old,
Plug my dick. That get me so tight.
Yes, it's to send these people back to wherever they came from. But it's just like, if you were here, in America since the age of 2, like you don't know life in Peru or like Dominican Republic.
You don't.
Or you have no ties or connection to this place. Especially some of these people have never even been there. They don't even speak the native language of where their parents are from. So it's like
some of them came here and their parents are dead.
True tea.
Some of them came here and they don't have any other family but themselves or
Yeah.
their little sisters or their grandmothers that they're taking care of.
Yeah.
Like, some of them come here and they don't even get to live out the experience, of just what it is to be a DACA student. And then there are immigrants who come here and they don't even get the opportunity to join DACA because they have a bunch of responsibilities and things that they have to take care of that they are obliged to do.
So like I said, there's gonna we'll put some links in the bio because there's so much that is covered with this that we can't hit in this hopefully 20-minute show because we be talking and shit. But yeah, no, and that what I was gonna say was I think the most fucked up thing about this whole story, as we have said before, is that when it comes to these immigrants and undocumented citizens, whatever you want to call them, it only targets the black and brown ones. So it's only the ones from South America. We're not talking about anybody from Europe or Canada. And I think they said Canada is the most. I think Canada has the highest percentage of undocumented. I can't find the wording correctly,
it's
but
funny that you say that too because the one girl that I know who is in DACA, she is white, but she's white Dominican.
Okay.
So she's green eyes, long hair. And phenotypically, you would think that she's a Russian girl, from Bay Ridge or Bensonhurst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Living in the Brooklyn area.
Yeah.
I'm saying so. It's funny that you say that they're targeting black and brown students
because that's really who they're going after. So it's like the Mexican kids, the Dominican kids.
But I wonder if these white immigrants, if these European immigrants, or these people who are non-color, if they feel as do they feel that fear? I
don't think they do. I mean, just the way that, because even when, and this is even a problem with the media sometimes, even watching these stories and seeing these packages, when they talk about DACA and they're like, oh, we're going to go to CUNY school, because they're called the Dreamers. So there's actually a program at CUNY called CUNY Dreamers, which is specifically for
That's
the
what
DACA.
I thought this.
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Okay.
So there's a program at CUNY called the CUNY Dreamers, which are the DACA students that go to CUNY. But even when they do these packages and they go out to Hunter or Baruch, wherever they go, they're only talking to the Hispanic kids, the Mexican kids. They're only talking to these brown
Majority
students.
Majority of them are the Caribbean.
Yeah, there's never anybody from Russia or Czechoslovakia or none of these other places that probably have the same exact
so I wonder
story.
if they have those same inhibitions. Because now we're coming to a point where, what did they say, 800,000?
Yes, 800,000 that are currently in it. And if the program was to continue, it could protect up to 1.3 million people. But they don't care about protection. They're trying to fuck
It's really, at this point in Trump's presidency, just to move on from this topic, I feel like Trump's presidency now, it's come to a point that he doesn't even, it's like he wants to see the worst happen.
Yeah. I feel like he wants to see the worst happen. And he's just so anti-everything Obama because Obama put this into place. Everything that Obama has done, it seems like it's the reverse or trying to, repeal it or go against every single thing. even like as simple as like Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act. And it was like, we got to get rid of Obamacare. And it was like, it's the same shit. Like, what are you talking about? But
I think he's just so enmeshed in his occupation as the president of the United States, the leader of the free world. He doesn't want to let go of the title. And because he can't do good in anybody's eyes, he's like, well, let me just fuck up everything.
If that's not a word of 2017, just Donald Trump, just a fuck. It's crazy that in 2 weeks he will have been president for just 1 year. Just 1 year. I feel like it's been a lifetime. I feel like it's been like decades of this nigga in office. And it's been literally 365 days.
And truly, it feels like not a lot has been done. It's just been a lot of talking shit.
It's just, yeah.
Like him on Twitter talking shit. Like
just a lot of hand clapping and finger pointing.
Right.
But you wait till Dean Jones come downstairs. As soon as Dean Jones come downstairs, none of y'all bitches want to fight now. Because everybody's talking real crazy. Everybody's talking real crazy before the Dean got here. And everybody's like, nah, it's whatever. I'm cool. Have that same energy you had in Mr. French class. All right? Boom. But Mr. French taught math. I actually did have a teacher named Mr. French. He was from somewhere. He was super West Indian. I don't remember from where.
Mr. French.
Was that obvious? Oh, I didn't say black. I said
No.
West Indian. That's a big
but
difference.
in my head, like, he was black though, right?
Yeah, he was black.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He used to be like, wishy-washy work brings wishy-washy grades.
They could just give me my grade.
Right. Anyway, let's move on. So speaking of wishy, why can I not talk today? Speaking of wishy-washy, this was one of my favorite clips. One of my favorite episodes, honestly, of the whole year. It was, I think, the most popular episode, which is not why it's my favorite, but it was just some good-ass tea in this episode. So this is the episode titled The Kevin Hunter Experience.
Yeah, I am.
A playful spin on the Wendy Williams Experience.
It's taken a lot of reviews, and I do not know why.
Yeah, because we talk about everybody about the same way.
Pretty much.
But this one was quite an expose. If you are unfamiliar, Wendy Williams, talk show host, her husband, Kevin Hunter, manager,
like you said,
executive
talk
producer.
shit host.
Talk shit host, pretty much. Was caught creeping with another woman on the blocks in the back street in Jersey. Bloop. Jersey. Yes, so this was the reason why Wendy Williams passed out on national TV, because she was stressed. Nah, that's not true. But I believe that's why. So here's the story of Kevin.
Definitely why.
Wendy. The girl's name is Sharina. And Charlamagne works his way into the picture, but of course, let's get into it. Wendy. Oh, how I waited for this day. Do you know where that's from?
No.
That's from the Whitney Houston interview when she picked up the phone.
Oh, yes.
And Wendy was like, Whitney. Whitney was like, Wendy. Oh, how I waited for this day. So TheDailyMail.com did an exclusive on Wendy Williams and her husband, Kevin Hunter.
Yeah.
They followed Kevin around for 365 whole days of the year. I said, wow, y'all have lots of time at the Daily Mail because real shit is happening. But for the past year, they've been following him around.
I just hope that you guys got an advancement, whoever was doing the freelance job for that, because no way in the world somebody is following this man for 365 days and not getting paid a 2-week salary.
Yeah. Oh, or words, a year's salary.
Right.
Really talking.
This is very true.
Yeah, so the Daily Mail did their following after they got a tip late last year, and sure enough, there was plenty of evidence. So we're going to go through the photographs together, and we will break this all down. So, you said what?
As a family.
Right. So apparently Kevin has been, first of all, I just want to tell you that I love this story, and I'll tell you why in a little bit.
Wow.
If I don't tell you why, remind me. But I want to get to it at the end.
Okay.
So, because I always say, I'll tell you at the end, and I realize once I'm watching the show, I'm like, oh, I never said that. So anyway, so apparently Kevin was having a relationship with this woman by the name of Sharina Hudson for 10 years. He apparently bought her a $765,000 home in New Jersey, just 9 miles from where him and Wendy live. So let's just go through some of these pictures. So you look at us, we'll look at our little monitor down here, aka my computer.
Hey,
so here's the first picture of the two of them out together. Now this girl Sharina is apparently a trainer of some sort. So the word was that she was a trainer, and every time they go out, so mind you, she's a trainer. But every time they go out and they see somebody in the street, Kevin introduces her as his sister. Now, if you're really familiar, what happened?
Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that some shit? Now, listen, if you know me, you know I'm a hardcore Wendy. Well, I used to be a hardcore Wendy fan. Now, if you remember back in the day for like the radio Wendy people, there was actually a story on the radio about Kevin and his sister. And they had a big falling out, and Kevin hadn't spoken to his sister in years. I think his mother passed away. He wasn't adopted. His mother passed away, and that kind of broke up the whole family. So Kevin and his sister are not cool at all. BT dub. So the fact that he's going around calling this woman his sister is ridiculous.
It's like the replacement.
Right?
Okay.
It's his Michelle Williams. No
Right.
girl. So
That's creepy.
here's these two leaving the gym. So here's a picture of the $70,000 house he bought for her. Nice house.
Beautiful.
Really nice house for Jersey. Now you could say this could be any old random house. Who says this is the house? Here's Kevin sitting on the balcony in the house, shoes off, jonesing on the phone, talking to Debmar Mercury, and probably sending stories to Boss about Charlamagne or whatever he's doing.
Oh,
so if this isn't bad enough, Kevin's name is in the mailbox. Sharina Hudson lives there. Kevin Hunter lives there. And who is that? Nikki Hudson. I don't know who Nikki Hudson is. Maybe her sister. Maybe that's really her sister. I don't know.
Maybe that is the real sister. We gotta look up on LinkedIn or something.
Yeah, on LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure. That's shady. Let me not say that. So anyway, they got mail from Progressive. And they got flyers for C-Towns and all kind of stuff. So if this couldn't get any better, the girl Sharina is wearing an engagement ring, a wedding ring, a promise ring, some type of ring.
Yes, I rock your promise.
That's right.
Promise ring.
Your back is Lindsay. Nobody can see it, but it's the feel of the show. Don't be Lindsay. Get your back and your front, y'all. Again, another picture of her with the ring at Whole Foods or Stop and Shop, wherever she's at.
I love this.
So,
so good.
They met each other 10 years, or allegedly they've been dating for 10 years. Don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. They've been seeing each other for 10 years, allegedly. Now, if you're good at math, 10 years ago was 2007. 2007, Wendy was not on TV. She was still on the radio.
And I was in the 7th grade.
I was in 8th grade. That's when I graduated from middle school. Yeah, so 2007, low-key popping year, Irreplaceable was a big song. Lean With It, Rock With It was in these streets. But that's not what we're talking about. So, in 2007, Wendy was still on the radio with our good friend Charlamagne. You know Charlamagne. I know Charlamagne.
Hey, Charla.
Hey, Charla, baby. We like Charlamagne. So, the story came out that Charlamagne introduced Kevin Hunter to this woman. And we're like, what? What are y'all talking about? What are you talking about, Bossip? So,
oh my God.
Here's a picture from 2005, as you can tell from the grainy quality and the alltheparties.com, not even a watermark, a full stamp on the photo.
Don't tell me that's Shireen over there.
Of course it is. Now, you could just say, oh, this was a random night at the club. They saw each other. Oh, that's Charlamagne from Wendy's show. Let's take a picture. Nope. Here's another picture of her with Charlamagne's father. Her and Mr. McKelvey popping bottles in the club. What is this?
My nigga.
So, this girl, what's her name again? Sharina. So, Sharina is from Charleston, South Carolina.
Sharina.
Yes.
I keep saying Shireen because I'm thinking about Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Yeah, so Sharina's from Charleston, South Carolina. As we all know, Charlamagne is from South Carolina. So,
oh, give me a freaking break.
The two know each other. So on the Breakfast Club the other day, they were talking about it, and Charlamagne pretty much said that I know this woman. We were friends before. He's from Charleston, or he's from South Carolina. Him and her are not still friends. So Angela, being messy, Angela, which I love. First of all, shout out to you, Angela, because you had a great day on, what was that, Tuesday, Wednesday? Whatever day it was.
2 points for you, sis.
Angela was hitting home runs. Like, I was on the train cracking up. Like, yes, girl, that's hilarious. Anyway, so, Charlamagne never confirms whether or not they introduced the two, but he did say that he knew her. And, of course, Charlamagne knew Kevin and Wendy, so... Yes,
lived in their house.
Right? 2 + 2 = 4.
So what did Angela say?
So, she was just throwing shade.
Oh, okay.
They had like a whole topic on it. Like, would you be friends with somebody that broke up, like, that introduced your partner, like I don't know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I get the concept.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yes, lots and lots of tea. So, they're saying that Kevin splits his time between the two homes. I'm almost finished. And I think that's pretty much it.
But she said, tell you at the end of the story.
So, I love this story because... that famous saying, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house.
Uh-huh.
And Wendy throws boulders at people. Complete boulders. So,
are we really going to do this?
Yes.
This is her job. She gets paid for it.
Well, this is the Daily Mail's job. So,
this is very
the
true.
Hot Topics, ladies in Hot Topics. And listen, if you don't do no shit, then your shit can't be in the streets.
Sis, but this is why I love Wendy Williams. And this is why she's auntie. Because she can go on her own show, talk about her own shit, and move on. Even if she knows for a fact, exactly. Even if she knows for a fact, we all know that Wendy knows her man is cheating. Like, we all know that Wendy knows that her man has been cheating for 10 years. We all know that Wendy knows that this woman lives within the same proximity as her.
Because it's 10 miles, but 10 miles, if you're from like a big city, 10 miles might seem far. Like, if you're from New York, like 10 miles from my house in Brooklyn in like Flatbush to like 125th Street in Harlem is 10 miles. Now that's kind of deep. You know,
okay,
if you're gonna,
they live in
the burbs.
Exactly. So 10 miles is just like
that's like 3 exits on the turnpike. That's nothing. Yeah, that's from like from Atlantic to Utica. Like that's nothing. Like you're right there. So, couple more things about this. I do think. Wendy did know about all of this because there's no way that your husband's gonna buy.
DK, I stand by my guy. I mean, I still love you, sis, because you're good at what you do.
You're good.
You're very talented. Woman.
Milk it. I'd be milking it too. Let some shit come out about you. I'm gonna be like, so Friday, Still Diverted, you need to be there. But yeah. So there's no way she didn't know that your boy dropped almost $800,000 on the house because first of all,
she knows.
even if you don't handle like the money like that, like that's the money you would realize is missing. Even for like a rich, well, I don't know because I'm not rich, but I feel like I would notice. You know.
But what makes you think that, Wendy's not cheating, right? What makes you think that Wendy doesn't
Wendy's
have a side hoe?
Wendy be in the bed. She go to sleep at night. Like, I think, here's my thing. So, first of all, I've heard lots of stories in my time. I've seen things. I've heard things. I've been on Wendy's shows several times. But that's neither here or there. What I will say is, I think that they are in an open relationship. And I think that she is just waiting for the show to be over and for Kevin to go to college, and then things will really come out as it is. That's what I think.
I can see her saying that about somebody else's life, too. Like, okay, guys, don't get a divorce now. Just wait until the kids go to college. He's only 16. Give it like 3 more years.
No, Kevin is a senior. Kevin's out of here.
Exactly. Next year. I think, and how long she has a couple more years on the show. She just signed a contract.
Well, they just signed the deal till 2020.
Right. So
she's not a stupid woman.
And Kevin's not a stupid man.
No.
So
and he's a great manager. Like say what you wanted to say about him, and you can say a lot, and there's a lot that I've heard. But he's a great manager.
Right.
Like he bogarts rooms for Wendy.
I was supposed to say something real shady about Tamar's husband, but I'm gonna hold it down.
Yeah, hold it down. Sis.
Yeah.
But yes, I say all that to say, Wendy, to Serena, close your legs to married men. But yeah, so
she's a married woman.
You might be right.
Seems to be.
And you know what? And one more thing about this. So there was an interview. Shout out to Nessa from Hot 97. Before when Nessa was at Hot 97, because I follow my radio people. Nessa used to work at Wild 94.9 in Florida.
She used to work in the Bay.
Oh, the Bay. Maybe that's where it was at. But she did it. Nessa did an interview with Wendy, and Nessa, young girl in the industry, looked up to Wendy. Was having a great interview with her. It was actually a really good interview. And then at one point, Nessa asked her about, like her husband cheating. This is like 17? This is maybe like 2011, somewhere around there. So Nessa asked Wendy about her husband cheating, and you hear some guy, but I knew it was Kevin, talk about, no, we ain't gonna talk about that. We, let's move on. We're gonna talk about other stuff. We not here to talk about that stuff. And Wendy, Wendy very Wendy style. No, I got it. Listen, me and my man, we love each other. When you get my age, you'll understand that makes you stronger. When you go through things, and it was just like, okay, girl. But the fact that he was so about some shit
adamant about like
in 2011 that happened in 2001, I was like, oh, so you still out here in these streets?
And like she said, she stands by her man
because she never denied it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, she never said that he wasn't cheating.
He could be disloyal. He could be unfaithful. The fact is that she's still going to stand by him.
Yeah.
So she's not saying that he's not cheating, and she does want to see how this. I think personally, she does want to see how it unfolds.
Yeah. He's an executive producer on the show. And her manager. Like, all of their money is so tied up together.
Right, but just in general, forget, like, her working with him.
Yeah.
I think as a partner, I don't care what you say. As a woman or a man, if your spouse of, over 10 years, over a decade is cheating on you, at some point you want to see them break. And you want to see their lives, like, fall apart.
And that's if it's cheating.
So personally, I just think that if Wendy is like, I want to see how this unfolds, I think she really wants to see how it unfolds and how it, like, backfires in his face.
Yeah.
But that's only if she's not doing the same shit. Dun, dun, dun. Next story.
Anyway, we can move on. So. What else? I have nothing else to say about that. That clip just told itself. I want to point out 2 things, though. First of all, it wasn't in this past clip, but I just thought about it. I definitely missed the old set.
Why?
Looking at it, I just liked it. Like, I just appreciate it. I was like, oh, I kind of miss, I missed that. it's almost like looking at pictures from your first apartment. Like when you're in it, you're like, oh, this place.
Yeah.
And then you look back, you're like, oh, that was so cute. Like I kind of miss those days. It was also during the summer when I was looking super tanned, aka working on a beat. I'm gonna get back to my beat though, because I was fucking it up some days.
A little low key. Yeah,
some days I was like on hitting it, and other days was like, oh, you look hit. But that's neither here nor there. All right, let's move on to the next clip. So what we going to?
Okay, so Escape needs understanding from Candy, and Eve isn't here for Nicki's paper shoot.
So this is a title that I did not spend all day on. I was
Definitely
just going to describe what's in this video, upload, because the bitch got things to do today.
So the focus on this video is that Nicki Minaj did a paper magazine shoot, and she had a bunch of...
She was looking at stuff like this. But it was her. It was like her.
And all the pictures were her.
Yeah.
But in the picture, she was like, one was her licking her pussy, next one was licking her chest, and the other one was like, I don't know, doing something else. But they were all simultaneously doing it together. Anyway, Eve comments on it on her show.
That is not her show.
I knew you were going to say something. Eve is hosting a new show. What is the show?
It's also not a new show. Eve is now the new co-host on The Talk.
The Talk. I wanted to say The Chew, but I was like, no, she's not eating anything. She's definitely just talking.
She's eating up Nicki, flaming that ass.
Anyway, she was being low-key shady and giving her objective opinion on how Nicki should be a better example for little girls. And I was like...
not in here.
I mean, we come for Nicki for a lot of things, but you're not going to come for her when it comes to empowering other women.
Yeah.
So, here's a clip
what Eve is saying. I don't agree with it, but I get it. Because Nicki also does a fairly decent job of being like, go to school, y'all. Do your homework.
Every single concert.
Pass your regions.
That's what she
be saying shit like that.
Every single concert, Nicki come out, I'm the baddest bitch. Fuck all these hoes. Fuck men. Get a job, be independent, get your education, academia is the way. Like, she's constantly pushing young women, women of color to always be ambitious, always fight. She always tells these women, like, you got to work really hard in this industry, don't focus on, think about it. If we all thought about the things that Nicki Minaj is saying when she's on her preaching tip, when she decides to be didactic about the things that she really is passionate about, it's always education, being independent, making sure you can stand on your own 2 feet, having a backbone, don't let people walk all over you, let your haters hate. That's really what Nicki talks about.
This is true.
But when she's rapping, she's not talking about that. Or when she's taking pictures, that's not what you get out of it. But it doesn't cape.
But do you think those two contradict each other? Because it's not like Nicki Minaj is on stage and then Onika's telling the girls to read books.
Bruh. That's just rap.
I think my thing with Nicki Minaj is that sometimes it comes off as fraudulent. I think sometimes when Nicki does that whole, as a woman in this industry, she only does it at point in times when it is solely benefiting her. So it's just which is actually kind of what Taylor Swift does sometimes too. And it's weird I'm putting them in the same category. But I feel like Nicki only speaks up about these things sometimes when it's beneficial to her. So it's if somebody posted an article and the article was not the nicest to her, then she wants to be women have to fight twice as hard and blah 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 blah.
Okay,
blah, blah.
I see what you're saying about that.
It becomes very
she does that on social
personally
media,
driven.
But I feel at her concerts, when she's out there performing, she makes it a note. She makes it her business to remind these women or anybody who is a fan of Nicki Minaj that they need to go out and get their education. No matter what you're doing, finish school, stay in school. Nicki says it so many times. And granted, she doesn't say it in the raps, and I hate to compare her to other women in this industry, but a lot of them decide to change their voice, decide to change
rappers?
How they... from little things they're going to talk like this. But in reality, they talk like this, and it just doesn't make any sense. And it's oh shit, all this time, I thought your voice was like this. And it's just
you sound like Nicki Minaj right now, so I don't know who you're trying to talk about, but...
I'm saying, little things like that. You're coming at her... No, in terms of contradicting, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's how can you do this and you sound like this?
Yeah.
It's just that's just how it is. That's how their reality is. I don't really understand it to an extent. It's just I wish she rapped about education. That would be dope. But
how you gonna win when you ain't right within? Come again.
And even Lauryn Hill, she's no better. Her personal life is trash.
I mean, speaking from like way back when, I don't know what's going on now.
I mean, she still owed the IRS money.
Listen,
Allegedly.
In this case, Eve, very corny for this topic. Nicki's very corny as well. But
I thought the shoot was cute, though.
I thought the shoot was mad cute.
Yeah, I thought fire.
I posted the pictures on
I would buy it if I cared, but I don't care. But
I thought it was cute.
I will be buying Colin Kaepernick, though, on the cover of
Get into it,
GQ.
Right,
I will be buying that.
Get into it.
But yeah.
Yeah. All in all, it would have been really nice to see Nicki, like, have those pictures, but, like, with other female rappers. I would have liked
No, that would have been weird as fuck. What?
Why?
To have Cardi B in her pussy and Little Kim on her titty? No. First of all, the whole thing about it was Nicki Minaj. No, but I was just naming people. But Nicki Minaj, Menage a Trois, her, like, they just did, yeah. Did you see the one that they did with the Breakfast Club?
Yo,
first of all, Charlamagne actually looked like it was his
like
body.
He was really like,
yes, bitch.
And Angela's just
suck
like,
my cockiness, eat my persuasion. I mean, I'm gonna let Onika have her moment.
Nicki let her have her moment.
Because surely one of my clips for this episode was going to be the Sheetha episode. But I let sis breathe. I let her cook. I let her eat.
Listen, say what you want about Nicki.
But let another moment happen like that again. And watch how I'm going to pull up here on the next best of 2018. That's what I do.
Get off.
Anyway.
Listen, y'all, don't come for Nicki. That's all I'm saying. Just don't come for Nicki. When it comes to her,
Nicki comes for herself.
Believe it.
That's what she does.
Say what you want about Nicki, but when it comes to being ambitious and leading...
You just said a bitch. When it comes to being a bitch.
You tired. When it comes to leading other women to carrying on with their dreams and focusing on what's really significant in their life, and that's some things that are just not tangible, then I go to Nicki for it.
Unless that dream is being another female rapper, and then she's not a supporter of it. Anyway, let's move on. So speaking of females, y'all females dead be crazy. Somebody said at work the other day, it was like, ladies, females, have you... And I was like, oh, you niggas have not learned. It's 2018.
Yo, I'm so glad that I'm not around males who try me.
Oh,
and
gosh.
even when I am, like, they always correct themselves because they
know
feel
Sister Soldier. It was like, home.
No, I just really feel like they just know my energy, and it's just like out of respect. They just like my fault.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
All right, thank you.
Right. All right, so listen to this next clip. So this one is a pretty recent one.
I hate you so much.
It's from about maybe a month ago at this point. It's from...
Yeah, this is super recent.
Yeah, just this past December. It was World AIDS Day, and we unveiled the female condom. It was the world premiere of female condoms right here on Still Diverted.
Premiere.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Daddy, you good?
Don't be coughing on my pillow getting me sick.
World AIDS Day.
That was a bad segue. Holy God. I'm not doing it.
So today's world...
You got to have the HIV if you want to be...
You have to be stopped.
Sorry.
No romance without condoms. Without condoms! Hey!
That's not funny.
World AIDS Day.
Yes.
I support it. Go out. Go get tested.
Yes.
I'm
wearing my red. I'm wearing red today.
I'm wearing
red. Red.
At the City College of New York, 137th Common Avenue, they're giving out HIV tests. So it's lit. And after you finish taking the test, you will be told that you're negative, hopefully. And you will receive a shirt and a hat and a free HIV test fanny pack. This is not supposed to be funny. And
you're an asshole. Hopefully you're negative. If not... Oh, look at this. You got all kind of condoms.
Yeah, I've never used them
Look at these
before.
fake Magnums. Icon. Who the fuck is Icon?
Yeah, BK. Large, thin condoms.
Large.
Get out of here with your lubricated ass.
You have lube in here?
All mad lube. It's not even a condom.
Well, I do need this lube. I'll take this.
Bitch, bye. So if you guys want to...
A female condom, you definitely need this.
I've never used that before.
I've never seen one before. For many obvious
open
reasons.
It.
You don't know how to open it. Open it like a Snickers. I bet you know how to open that.
Oh, I love Snickers. Oh, this is huge.
It is mad big. This is making me uncomfortable.
What the...
Okay.
Is a hand supposed to go in here?
Is it a fingering condom?
Like, what?
Okay, how to use female condom. 1, hold it up. 2, you squeeze. Oh, wait, is this closed? Oh, duh. Yeah, duh. Girl, what? Yes.
Yeah.
You put this. Oh, this bends. Okay, look. So this part is flexible. So you bend this. You put this. So let's use your mouth for an example. So put this in your mouth.
What we're now gonna do? Okay.
All right. Use my.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, this is Kenya's pussy. This is my pussy. All right. No. So look. So you're supposed to squeeze it, put it in.
Yeah.
And then like that, and then once it hits your whatever.
Fuck raw.
My hands is mad greasy
don't
now.
do
Oh, I
that.
feel so uncomfortable.
Do you?
Yes, because I want to rub it in like it's lotion, but it's not. It's lube.
You want to rub it in my pussy? What did you say? You nasty.
Anyway,
listen.
yeah. So
free
World
STD
AIDS, let me
check.
get out of here.
freestdcheck.org.
Yes.
You can check that out at 475 Atlantic Avenue on the 2nd floor in Brooklyn if you're from New York. And then also at that same spot on the 1st floor is a thrift center. Thrift store.
Oh, out of the closet, yeah.
Yeah, you probably passed by.
I've been in there. I got HIV tested there before.
Yo, really?
Yeah, me and Sid went one day. Yep.
And I just went to go check out some clothes, but I never really
Priorities.
exactly. But it's really dope. I think that it's amazing that my school is doing this. I don't know of many campuses that usually just randomly give out HIV tests or STD tests at all. So if you want to go get checked, know that you can, and it's free.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote on Twitter the other day how people in this day and age, the hookup culture is at a higher rate. This is not statistically.
Your grandmama was fucking everybody too.
I was like, this is not statistically speaking. It's just some nigga talking shit, telling niggas to get tested, but in a very like judgmental way.
Yeah.
And then somebody retweeted it like, girl, majority of the people who get who are more sexually active have a stronger inclination to get tested. And it's so true. Even for myself, when I found myself like just out here busting it wide open, I'm just kidding.
Do tell.
No, but there was definitely a period in my life where I was just like, okay, I'm out here. I'm having sex.
Why do I have both these hats on?
And
I was like...
Sure do. And I was just like, oh, I'm definitely going to, like, are you good? So when was the last time you been? So I'm checking, you checking. You know, it's just a thing that now it's constantly on your mind because now you know that you're sexually active and you're not with somebody who you're committed with.
Yeah.
And then I had a friend who used to be wild, but he was like the only brother that I knew who was like, oh, I gotta get tested
about
today.
it. Yeah,
like,
you have to be.
I made fuck a dick appointment. A doctor's appointment was real for him. Like every month, like he was in there. So
yeah, I feel
I feel like people with less sexual activity or somebody who's with a partner for 5 years, they don't get tested, which is like, dude.
Yeah. So just go get tested. So many of they've been making it seem like only black people be having like STDs.
Do you
and
see the
STIs
advertisement
all
on
the
train?
time?
And I see
all the
mad
time.
people of color, and I'm like, so where's the white man?
Yeah.
There's no white man.
Yeah. Apparently, this is just our disease or whatever.
Right, and when I do
Sickle
see a
cell
white
and
man,
HIV,
it's somebody with blonde, long hair.
Some Fabio looking.
Start trying to make him look all dudish and like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like a crystal meth head
like
or
you
something.
corporate cocaine niggas, like
you corporate cocaine niggas.
Give me tight.
Anyway. Phrase of 2017, corporate cocaine niggas. I'm here for it.
No, on some real shit though, I still see that on the MTA of like.
Well, girl, this was just a month ago. I still see it. Like,
facts, but still,
it's the same ads.
We gotta do something about those ads, bro.
Yeah.
I cannot stand them.
I hate it. All right, so let's get into our final clip. So this one is pretty simple. I think it encompasses, honestly, who we are as the host of this show. It's about Kenya being a bad friend. So
what?
Let's jump right into it. So as we've learned, Kenya is a toxic friend.
No, literally, I'm a toxic friend. 3 out of 7. I think, but we talked about this even earlier. Remember back in the beginning of the fall? And you were like, you're a bad friend. And I was like, okay, well, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'll fix it.
Because she's very neglectful. Like, she will not only not hang out with you, but then she will, like, not hang out with you and then not, like, reschedule. Like, if I hit you up 3 times, I'm not calling you again. If I hit you up 3 times and we don't hang out, I'm going to assume that you don't want to hang out or you don't want to be friends. So what's the truth?
I want to be friends.
Are you just using me for my platform and my clout? Don't laugh, bitch. It's rude. It's so rude. You're like, platform. Bitch, you do nothing. You have nothing.
I'm not using you for anything. I want to be your friend. All my friends, I want to be your friend. I'm just not a great friend. I don't have many examples, and I feel like I don't have a lot of people.
You be trying to find excuses to not be a friend. There'll be plenty of times where you could do things.
Yeah.
This probably sounds mad crazy in the mic. I'm sorry, y'all. It's hot as hell in here.
But could do things like what?
Like, there are times where, like, you do have time to hang out, and you be like, oh, no, I just want to stay in the house tonight.
Well, me time don't mean free time.
No. You don't have to tell me that. I told you I'd be in here watching girlfriends under the covers, but me time ain't all the time.
What do you mean all the time? When do I have me time all the time?
Every time you have me time, anytime you have free time is me time. You never have free time and be like, bitch, let's go to the movies. Let's go see Girl Trip. Let's go to Dunkin' Donuts. I don't like Dunkin' Donuts, so don't invite me there. But whatever, listen. We can just coexist as co-workers, and that's fine.
Let me tell you what free time is, right? Laundry, groceries,
after
check
that,
cashing plays.
You do laundry at 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday?
Go home and go to sleep. Like,
go to sleep.
Tired.
When
just finished dropping the baby off at abuela's.
When I'm asleep forever, dead, you're going to wish we hung out more.
I can't wait till I finish school, because then I really won't have any excuses.
You think that's what you think? Oh my God. Ooh, rough. It's been rough. It has. Anyway, it has.
Who you telling?
Yep.
Don't start your shit.
So hopefully in 2018 you have just a inky binky more time for me.
You know what? In 2018, I believe in reaching out to the people that are on my mind and not being fearful about it.
Oh, that's how you feel?
No, wait.
That's how you feel?
No, wait. I think you're taking this the wrong way.
I think you're saying it the wrong way.
So today I called Sid.
Okay. Stop calling my friends.
No, they're my friends though too, and they want to see me.
No, they're not.
Yes.
And they actually don't want to see you.
They do want to see me.
They're just telling you that because they want to be nice.
You're being selfish.
I'm not being selfish. I'm not being selfish. Because when I invite you places with them, you don't come. So I'm not being selfish. If I was being selfish, you would have never met them in the first place.
That's crazy. When I try to be a good friend,
you're being a good friend to me. You don't call me on the phone. You don't call me and say, hey, you want to go to the parkway? I don't want to go to the parkway.
You don't want to go to the parkway.
But I would if you invited me.
Listen.
I would go for 20 minutes, like a good Caucasian friend.
I'm working on being a better friend, and I've taken the steps and the initiative to reach out to people when they are on my mind and not thinking a second about it.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm done. Over it. Tapped out. All right, so that brings us to the end of this best of. So, and I guess the end of 2017 officially. Today is now New Year's Eve, because now the year is over, because we did our best stuff. All right, so as always, thanks for fucking with the kids. We do appreciate it. Last year was very tumultuous. We moved sets.
You think so?
Last year was a lot. No, I mean, I graduated college, which was like great, but last year was a lot to deal with.
After
American politics, personal shit. Like it was
post-college. I feel like I graduated college, and I'm still in college. Yeah. So
you ain't graduate nothing, Tito. You ain't nothing but a background singer. Anybody come to see you, Otis?
You were gonna say
5 movies together.
Exactly, the Jackson 5 and Temptations. Yeah. Anyway, guys, have a great.
Yeah. Have a happy New Year, or continue to enjoy your New Year.
I just want to say that I remember doing our last best of, and I remember how much I cried so much.
Oh yeah, you've been a tough bitch this year. You've been pretty tough, haven't you? Check the kid out.
I've just been learning how to manage my emotions.
As you break down right now, I've been working on myself.
I've been working on managing my emotions better, and I give that thanks to you. This has really been a great practice for me. You guys do not understand how much Still Diverted helps me and Malcolm mentally, deliver
emotionally,
exactly, and how we really want to execute and just show ourselves to the world. So
show ourselves to the world.
It helps.
Titties up, head high, heels higher. A mantra for 2018.
It really does help us work on our craft. And I do believe we are getting better, especially if we watch the videos from like 5 years ago.
I know that's right. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, we're gonna revisit that because, I'll tell you after. But a very special date is coming up soon. Not an anniversary, so don't even guess it.
His fucking dates. I just don't like surprises.
It's not a surprise, ho. Now it's gonna be a surprise.
I hate you so much.
Y'all have a great weekend. We'll talk next week right here on Still Diverted. Oh, same New Year, same fucking bullshit.
It really, nothing has changed.